please feel free. We're going to be here for you until the threat of this storm passes.
It's good information. Right now, beach areas are getting hammered by Sandy. We've seen it.
Yeah, we are. All right, there is major concern along the Jersey Shore. NBC 10's Marissa Brany's live right now in Cape May for us. Marissa, what's the situation like down there? Are you seeing anybody out, or are they heeding the warnings and getting out?
No, there has not been a single soul out on the road other than police officers and some firefighters, some emergency responders. Those are the only people we're seeing, and that's exactly what the emergency responders want. There's a curfew in place right now here in Cape May. It started around 9 p.m. last night. I just talked with one of the police officers who's kind of driving around surveying things. He tells me that will be in place until the threat of this storm has passed, until they're able to determine that it is safe for people to be out on the road. Right now, though, of course, this is under a mandatory evacuation. This area is part of that mandatory evacuation of one of the barrier islands. I want to show you quickly, if we can, just how people are preparing here, because there was, several days of preparation, and you can see businesses here have X'd their windows. They've either put boards up or they've put tape up like this, and then, of course, these sandbags here to keep water from getting inside. This is especially important for people who either live or have businesses on Beach Avenue. This is the main road. The beach is right across here, and I want to show you, you can already see some ponding of the water starting to happen. This is just from rain. We are not yet seeing the water from the waves and from the beach come up over the boardwalk here, over the dunes, like Ted was seeing where he was in Ventnor. We're not seeing that yet here, but keep in mind, we don't hit high tide here until around 8:45. Sheena was just talking about that, and that will be the peak time for flooding issues in this area. The waves are very loud. We have noticed that since we got out here about an hour ago. They're getting louder, and the wind, of course, is picking up, which you saw in both Tim and Ted's live shots. It's been windy since yesterday when we arrived here. We had huge waves yesterday. These are even larger. So as we approach high tide, we are expecting the water to we're expecting it to at least reach these dunes here and perhaps come onto Beach Avenue in this location. We know that will happen in the southern end of Beach Avenue as well as the northern end, because we saw that happen yesterday even. And the high tides, as Sheena explained, are getting, higher because the storm is approaching. And then today, of course, we have that full moon. So we are monitoring the conditions here. They have gotten quite a bit worse since we got out here around 2 o'clock this morning. But not a soul on the road. People are listening to emergency responders. They're not coming out. Although a police officer did tell me as he was driving around, he saw quite a few people in their homes. So there is evidence that people are still here in Cape May. They did not evacuate as they were supposed to, per Governor Christie at 4 p.m. yesterday. However, they are at least staying inside. We can only hope that those who are here in their homes are in areas that do not see flooding issues as we get into the height of this storm, because the rain continues to come down sideways. As you can see, the wind continues to pick up. So emergency responders are hoping that they're not going to see, those rescues have to happen if people did decide and choose to stay. That's the very latest live in Cape May. We'll bring you all the latest throughout the morning from here, but for now, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Marissa, 4:47 right now. People are just waking up with us. You've been out there all morning. Give us some perspective. How fast have things deteriorated? How fast has the wind picked up? How about that rain, the shore coming onto the beach?
The wind is sporadic. We'll get some strong gusts, every now and then, but we're not, and you can see one just right now. That was kind of a strong gust there, but we're not getting the sustained strong winds just yet. I can tell you it has gotten a lot colder since we got out here at 2 o'clock. Part of that might be because we're wet, but the temperature does seem to have dropped in the air, and the rain has been steady, all along. So I would say it's just a steady sort of progression. It hasn't been anything real dramatic. I think Tim was saying he noticed it within the course of, just a few minutes, the wind really getting strong. We're just seeing strong gusts come every now and then, picking up ever so slightly, steadily as the morning goes along, if that gives you an idea.
All right, Marissa Brainey, live for us in Cape May County, New Jersey, again under a state of emergency there, state of emergency in Delaware, the latest state of emergency in Pennsylvania and Philadelphia. So really need to be prepared if you're out there.
And it seems like minute by minute, hour by hour, we are seeing conditions worsen throughout the region. Even in Jesse Gary's live shot, we saw the rain has moved into the city. Earlier it was dry just about